by the road, please.
Script's like double the length of what it is. Laughing blue.
How are we all today? Shocking news, went straight live, straight in to what's going on in Manchester. I hear what you're saying there, beats and tapes. I'm trying to go on there, but his speed's really laggy. Keeps going round and round and round in circles. What we do. But happy days. But yep, yeah, we have Julia in court today. Yeah, might be keeping an eye on what's going on. Get her called out for what she is. But yeah, it's Manchester attack is horrific. It's a bit strange though, like you attack a synagogue on Yom Kippur, the holiest day in the Jewish calendar. Strange. But apparently people are gathered at the Heaton Park Hebrew Congregation Synagogue in Crumspall, which is Greater Manchester. And it is believed that a car was driven straight at the members who were there, and a man being stabbed. So, but the attack apparently it was reported at actually 9:30 this morning, 9:31 to be precise, and the incident has obviously, and rightly so, been declared a major incident. But according to Andy Burnham, the Mayor of Greater Manchester, saying that the immediate danger is over and the suspect has been shot dead by police. And the attack was described as a serious incident and there are multiple injuries reported. So, absolutely crazy day today, but they're saying a controlled explosion will be happening soon. Is this something to do with the car that was used to ram people? So I've got a some info here saying the suspect shot by armed police following an attack at synagogue in Greater Manchester is believed to have died. Mayor Andy Burnham said it is believed that the offender is deceased, but says this is not confirmed. The incident unfolded at around 9:38 AM this morning in Crumspall when a car was rammed into pedestrian outside Heaton Park Synagogue on Middleton Road. Oh, I believe he actually had the bomb strapped to him, did they? Blimey. So I assume then if they're saying like they didn't know if he's dead or not, he probably is then. He's laying there dead and now they've got to do what they do to the bomb, I assume. Blimey. But they are saying 4 people have suffered injuries caused by the vehicle and, of course, stabbings. And the police have confirmed that. But Mr. Burnham, the mayor, said the immediate danger appears to be over, but avoid the area, obviously. And Greater Manchester Police previously said it had declared Plato the national code word used when responding to a marauding terror attack. So we'll be looking around to see if I can find any other updated information. But yeah, you think I would assume that the bomb's in the car, but it's actually strapped on him. I'm trying to see if we can see if it's some sort of Islamic attack. So I'm assuming not to attack the Jews. That seems to be what Islamists do, isn't it? But obviously I haven't had that confirmed. I don't want to speculate too much, but no, I've not seen the video of any of it yet, mate. A lot of it, I'm not sure, because I showed a stabbing incident in London, and 8 days later, something called Newsflare or something like that, turn around and put like copyright, and then I had to edit the video to take that bit out, just because I showed that bit of footage. But I mean, it was shared left, right and centre all over Twitter, or X. Do you know what I mean? It's absolutely being pasted everywhere. I've used it in a stream and I got, not copyrighted, but told to remove it. Otherwise, if I didn't, basically that news flare, they take all money earned from that video. I was like, I'm not having that, so I just removed it. Not here to make money for everyone else. Not that I get a lot, you know. They want a slice of my 30p a day. But, yeah. For this incident, I'm trying to ask that Cozzy if I can actually show his footage and that while he's there, but he's walking around at the moment anyway. But I'm getting okay, I'll do it. If I'm not, I'll have to avoid it. One thing I did hear, I think, was it a member of a security personnel was injured with knife wounds. But really, all I'm finding now is they're getting people to obviously avoid the area because it's a serious incident. But here you can see behind the officers that there's a group of people in orange. I've just blocked it. Was the religion of peace again? That's what I'm... yeah. I'm thinking that also it might be myself, but I mean, is it speculation or whatever, or is it a valid guess? Obviously don't even spread misinformation, but I mean, who attacks the Jews?
Oh, sorry.
How many were injured? 4.
Well, as you can see,
I
there's
believe
a
the
heavy
shooter's
police
dead,
presence here
or believed
outside
to be
this
deceased.
synagogue and this police cordon.
And all the reports that I'm seeing currently are saying that 4 people have been
Just a
injured.
few hundred yards from where this incident happened this morning. This is about as close as we can get.
But yeah,
Well, as you
I'm
can see,
flicking
there's
around
a
a different
police
pages and that,
presence
but
around this synagogue. This incident happened this morning. We're a few hundred yards from where it took place. This is about as close as we can get. That's because this is
but this
very
you
much
can
an
see in the
ongoing
background, can you see
investigation.
all the orange? Just to the left of that, the back of the fire engine, all those men in orange, etc. But, oh, it's believed 2 are dead now. Is that including the actual perpetrator, the person with the car and the...
near to this synagogue. As you can see, there is a heavy police presence on the streets surrounding this synagogue in northern Manchester.
Yeah, is it Yipple? I can't remember what I read out earlier, but yeah, it is the heaviest day. It's ridiculous. I don't get why. Well, that's all part of it, isn't it? That's all part of why they do it, because it's that certain day. Yom Kippur, I believe it is.
I was going to mention it in my first answer.
Holiest day in the Jewish religious calendar, but they, obviously that's why they do it. I mean, is that why they chose October the 7th? Because it was a religious day or something as well. They don't hold back and make sure they do it on a day that really sort of hits home for the Jewish community. Because that's their ideology.
I'll say if you look behind me.
Sly News saying 2 killed. Oh, that's a shame. So 2 killed. Yeah, if anyone hears anything that I'm missing, I'm trying to look around here and there everywhere, trying to keep it updated. But if you know something I don't, then yeah, get in the comments. Excuse me, do a beats and tapes and let us know. But yeah, Jewish holidays, yep. Exactly. I mean, the fact they picked this day, that's normally what some Islamists would do, to be fair. That's what sort of made me think, you know, like they did on Thingy. But they know fully well it's Yom Kippur. So I'm trying to see what's going on behind those police officers. I've got a couple of feeds available to me. We've got this one. This is slightly. This is over to the left because obviously you can see the rear of the engine. But but the stream by Cozzy has ended again, so I won't be going. I didn't get any okay. I wanted to get the okay to sort of, if I could feed from him where he's going, but I've still got 2 feeds. I've got this feed and the one that's like to the right of this, where you're looking at the back of that engine and those men at the back there in orange. I'm not too sure who they are. Is that actual fire officers, or are they anything to do with bomb squads, or? It was a man, so I'm assuming as every single detail other than gender has been held back. It probably wasn't the usual Englishman. Yeah, they do that, don't they? So, yeah, he probably was shouting about Alan's snack bar and all. But yeah, they seem to do that, don't they? They're not very quick to say, like, you know, otherwise they're like, oh, a white male. I don't know why they even have to say white male, black male. I don't get why they even have to say that. They just say a man has. It doesn't matter about colour, isn't it? But yeah, they always hold back for certain reason. But they've done that with that River Cabana, whatever his name is, that horrible evil thing. And obviously that's what kicked off the riots, because they don't seem to be forthwith with the information, which is quite sad. But this is a change. I did have quite a few news articles I was going to be going through today, but obviously we're going to stick with this and see what's going on, and see what's going on the different feeds. But if you think about it, it's only a few days away from the second year anniversary of October the 7th. Yeah, literally 5 days. Yeah. And they chose the 7th for a reason. Is that not the end? Because Yom Kippur is a couple of days, is it not? I'll admit I'm not really too much up on religious festivals, days, etc. I apologise, but... yeah, Beats Tapes used to talk about a possible controlled explosion. Is there any links, or is there any info on that, or or you tell me and I'll read it out? Not seeing any myself. Obviously, it depends where we're looking and whatnot. But like I say, I've got a couple of live streams. There's something going on here. Gentleman putting stuff away. There's not much going on, but also we've got to stay and see. Like I say, I mean, the man's believed dead, the perpetrator. We had someone in the chat, Beats and Tapes, saying that apparently there's a bomb that needs to be defused. I was like, oh, that must be the car, but apparently it may have been strapped on to the person. And there's literally no description of the person. I'm thinking, I mean, it's an attack on the Jews. I mean, who does that? To me, I mean, I'm not going to put all my eggs in the basket, but 99.9% of them would be in there thinking this is some sort of Islamic jihad. The media would be more believable if they all collectively came out and said that from now on the names of any killers would not be mentioned when reporting. Yeah. Yeah, because they all want their little 5 minutes of fame, don't they? Photos here and names there and everything like that. So yeah, like could maybe just say like, it's this bloke here, show a picture of him and that's it. And call him like the perpetrator. Never use his real name. That'd be a good idea. That would be to prevent any attempt to fame, or glory, or anything else these crazy people want to get from doing this. Yeah, that's it. They always want to be. They always want to be a part of something, don't they? Like something bigger than themselves or whatever it may be. They're a bit Fruit Loopy like that. 5 minutes of fame, all in the name of God, apparently, or Allah, as they call it. Do they really think that like killing in the name of God is sensible? I mean, I don't get where the mentality comes from that, because straight away you'll be like, no. Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, right. This was 11:14, saying 2 hours ago. This is the link sent in the chat by Beats and Dips. Beats and Dips, Beats and Dips, Beats and Dips, Beats and Dips. Go on, do that on this, but Germans! No! Jihad, yes. I mean, it's looking that way. But This is, it says 11:14, which was 2 hours ago. So what we know so far, police have shot a suspect after several people were stabbed and a car was driven at members of the public at the Heaton Park Hebrew Congregation Synagogue in Crumspall. A horse posted on X saying police were called to the synagogue on Middleton Road, Crumspall at 9:31 a.m. by a member of the public, stating he personally had witnessed the car being driven towards members of the public and one man had been stabbed. Police said 4 people have suffered injuries caused by a vehicle and stabbings at the synagogue. A cordon was set up after the incident and a major road has been closed while officers attend and paramedics are at the scene. Remember, this is 2 hours ago. Greater Manchester's Mayor Andy Burnham said the immediate danger appears to be over, but it is being reported as a serious incident. And Burnham told Radio Manchester that it is believed that the attacker is dead, but it is not confirmed yet. And sources say it's been treated as a potential terrorist incident, which that's probably the most important bit we got from that. Counter-terrorism police and MI5, the security service covering the UK, has joined the investigation. Greater Manchester Police say Operation Plato was declared, meaning the violence was treated as a potential marauding terrorist attack. But that's basically as of 2 hours ago. But I'm not seeing anything about regards to the possibility of an IED, an improvised explosive device, being on a person. It does say at the top, about an hour ago, update that 2 people have died and attacker also shot. So 3 people in total, 2 innocent people and the attacker. And the UK's terrorism threat level under review following this attack on the synagogue. And I did say in one of my lives before, I was reading the Iran news saying that they called for all out attack the Jews and Christians in Europe, especially the UK. So is this the beginning of that? And about a week ago, I think I read the news regarding that. To reach the point where the police in the UK will open fire, there is usually almost no doubt at all, that it's probably not only a bomb on him, but probably an Islamist, an extremist. But this, I mean, I get called racist and bigoted and God knows what, but it's times like this I genuinely think the best course of action for the planet, really, not just the UK, is to ban Islam. The ideology is absolutely, it's crazy. And they think doing all this is great because they do it in the name of God. Now, why would God want people out killing people? You got the gift of life, the most precious gift you could ever have, life. And you're telling me that the God wants you to put a bomb on you and strap that on, go here, there and everywhere, blow it up, kill yourself and other innocent people in his name? I don't think so. I do not think so. So it should be classed actually as a death cult. Something like that. Get rid of all mosques, get rid of Sharia law, wherever it may be in this country. Just get rid of the lot. There is no way Islam is compatible with the UK, let alone anywhere else in this country.
And all before surgery. Custom made for every individual. One that will last. One that will feel secure.
I don't get it. It's there for all of us. We can see what's happened. I'd be more than happy to put a bet on that it is someone with the ideology of Islam. 49 minutes ago shows a bomb disposal robot. What, on the link you gave me? I've still got the link here. I'll refresh it because obviously they're probably updating this page. Ah, yes. Beats and tapes, yeah. 3 minutes ago. Best image of Manchester Synagogue attacker appears to show white objects strapped to his waist. So, it's just updated. So, 2 people have died. An attacker also shot in a synagogue attack. It's saying police firearm officers shot the man. He's also believed to be dead. Now 1:32. A loud controlled explosion has just been heard at the police cordon in Crumspall. Well, we haven't heard nothing yet. We may be on some sort of delay. It was terrorism. I don't know if I probably know who it is. Yeah, MI5 are in the loop. Vice broadcasting companies say there's a controlled explosion. Yeah,
Watch out the road for us, mate!
just seen that, but we've not heard nothing, have we? And you'd hear it on here. I mean, can you hear the stuff in the background? Or can you hear my voice all right over it? Because it sounds like helicopters and that. Yes, that's what I'm thinking, Fred. Suicide vest, that's probably it. But they'll say, they literally say the report from the link I was given by Beats and Tapes there in the chat. Literally says 1:32. A loud, controlled explosion has just been heard at the police cordon in Crumspall. BBC News has reported. Not that this is all info coming in from everywhere and being put up on a screen. So if it's from the BBC, it's not like because I look for it because I stay away from the BBC. Not interested in anything they say or do, but you know. Probably usual protocol. They probably knew and they had them on a watch list for years, but didn't deport. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think it's the start of something bigger. Yes, then. Sadly, I think you may be correct there, mate. Genuinely, so. But we've not heard anything through the headphones, have we? Or through your screens, have you? Here, look, the tactical aid unit. 2 vehicles there, look, on this one. I will go back to the other one, because... but as of yet, we've not heard nothing, but they're reporting a loud, controlled explosion, but I've literally not heard anything. Have I missed it? Did you hear anything? Let me know, like, if it did come through to you. I've not heard anything in the background. I know I'm flicking around, concentrating on this and that, trying to find the latest updates, but... Muslim source is religious. It is, especially with Islam. I mean, you don't hear of names. You don't hear of attacks in the name of Judaism or Christianity. Can't remember the last time if ever. So, you know, it's an Islam thing. They only do it for the 72 virgins. Yep, and no one said that they'd be female, did they? Might be male. The King has activated his thoughts and prayers response instead of condemning anything. Oh dear, really? That's quite bad though, isn't it? My thoughts and prayers. You'd be condemning it, like the whole thing. Like I condemn all and everything that's happened here. Whoever done it, I condemn you. If it's done in the name of a religious ideology, I condemn it. I have an image of the attacker There you go. Jump to that quickly. There you go. Can you see him? Round his waist, hanging there. And it looks like he's holding something in each hand there. Like, would that be the detonators or a knife or something? I can't really see too clearly. But that is the gentleman there. And I think that confirms that it's probably done in the name of Islam. And that's why Jews were targeted. Shocking. But that is the attacker. And he is believed to be dead. And this is the first image to emerge of the man they believe to be behind the fatal synagogue attack, which is in North Manchester. Like I said, Crumspall. Appears to have a bald head, a beard, is wearing dark clothes, and white objects seem to be hanging and strapped around his waist. And it says the reports come up saying that the police and armed forces are currently working to establish if the device is viable. And that was 9 minutes ago, yet they were saying that there was an explosion. So BBC said that there was an explosion, a controlled explosion, but here they're saying they are still working to establish if the device is viable. So I don't know. And this photo was taken on the western side of the Heaton Park Synagogue. We have a statement come through from Mike Peake, chair of the Greater Manchester Police Federation. And he's praised the bravery of officers. He said, I quote, "First and foremost, our thoughts are with the families of those who lost loved ones in the horrific events this morning, and we wish well to those still injured. The bravery of our colleagues involved in this incident, running towards extreme danger and dealing with an extreme threat, is to be commended, without a doubt." I mean, believe it or not, even when I used to do my door work, I know it's not really the same, but you go running. Not many people run towards the trouble, the danger. I mean, anything could happen to you, but there's a certain type of person that really, I mean, who runs towards danger. I know they're trained, etc., but I mean, he continues, "We can rightly be proud of our emergency services today. They are the best of the best in the most tragic of circumstances. Greater Manchester Police Federation are offering all colleagues involved our full support." So yeah, it's about time credit where credit's due. Oh, I have one here from the British. Let's catch up with. Right, you seeing the man? That's like obviously. See what's going on here. I'll keep moving around, see what's going on. Obviously, if you know about anything or any other footage or anything, obviously please let me know in the chat. Like beats and tapes and co we're doing. It's all good. We've got to try and keep it all updated for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, 55 minutes ago and there's a robot.
55. Okay, what do you want to assume that our Sky arms haven't got me in a box at any one point?
Just watch yourself, please, on the road, please.
We've gone this 55 minutes ago. We've got. It's an hour ago. Ah, an hour ago. Yes. There you go. Here's a photo of the bomb disposal robot arriving at the scene as members of the armed forces seek to establish whether the attacker has a viable device on their person. Members of the armed force prepare a bomb disposal robot inside a cordon outside Heaton Park Hebrew Congregation Synagogue in Crumspall, North Manchester, today, October the 2nd, 2025, following reports of a stabbing.
Yeah, do you mind if I go another?
An update that's just come through. I will catch up with your messages, etc. 2 secs. There's an update that's literally just come through 1 minute ago. Police appear to be searching a residential property around 500 metres from the synagogue that was attacked. Police have cordoned off White House Avenue, where a car is police vehicles parked outside 2 semi-detached houses with a police van at the rear end of the cul-de-sac. 2 officers are patrolling a small street. Police have not said whether this activity is linked to the attack, but many roads nearby have been blocked off.
So
More
we get it
police
back.
have
Every
also
game
now
from every
arrived
team,
at the
even
scene
four at once.
on
Sideline
blue
sharp
lights.
definition, stadium shaking sound, and the real U.S. broadcast. 100% NFL, 0% compromise. And
Get a free advert, but we've not heard any explosion, which they're saying that they heard an explosion. I mean, have they got that right or have they got it wrong?
Hiya, can you just not go to Andy's live shot for an interview and I need the camera? Andy Nicholas, the live shot. Yeah. Cool. Alright, thank you. Hello, sorry about
The
that.
picture of the guy that come out makes it look like a belt. Yeah, definitely. Absolutely insane. This country's lost. Poor governing has led to this. Basically, you keep letting in people
So much. If you
with an
just
Islamic
ignore
ideology,
Andy and
it's
look
never
at me.
ever going to end
First of
well.
all, can I
Well,
just
hello.
ask you how you're feeling at the minute?
Can you hear this all right? You're going to be
Absolutely.
interviewed.
When I first heard it on the news, I couldn't believe it. I was absolutely shocked and heartbroken. That's,
Very nervous, I think.
and of course, absolutely. But for something like this to happen on Yom Kippur, on the holiest day of the year, when and I don't know why, because we are good people. I know in my heart we are good people, and we just want to live and let live, and I don't understand why.
And can you just tell us about the connection you have to the synagogue?
We know most of the members in there, and we're singers, we entertain, so we go.
We've been there
We've been
quite
there
a few times,
a lot of times.
charity shows
Doing
on.
shows there.
And I work I volunteer just opposite at the Nicky Alliance, which is, they use it for some functions as well. I do voluntary twice a week there, serving the tea, so I'm passing it all the time, I'm looking at it all the time. It has a deep place in my heart.
And you've actually got a family member who was at the synagogue
I think
today.
so, yes.
Can you tell us about that?
I think, well, my granddaughter works. She takes the service there every Shabbos on a Saturday, so I would have thought she would have been there today. So I'm just a bit concerned about that. But you feel very vulnerable. You know, you really are feeling very vulnerable at the moment with what's happening. And it's very hard.
So you think your granddaughter was at the synagogue at the time, but you haven't heard anything as to how she is?
No, I know that she's there every week, but she would have been inside, so I would have thought so.
Are you concerned about the fact you haven't heard from her?
Yes, but I will hear from her.
Are you, how worried are you as a family about your granddaughter?
I'm just very worried, generally. I'm just very worried about the whole community at the moment. You know, the
I
fact
just feel very, very vulnerable. You know, it's not easy. It's not easy.
You know, the Prime Minister this morning has said he's going to put extra security on the synagogues and in the Jewish schools. You know, we've both got children at Jewish schools.
My grandchildren are at the Jewish school, and it worries me.
And your granddaughter, you said you think she would have been teaching in there this morning?
No, she takes the service. She takes the children's service. Yeah.
So do you think there would have been a lot of young children in the synagogue at the time?
I would have thought there'd be a lot of children in there today, yes.
I'm going to go and get another battery for this now.
Yeah.
Well, I've got some footage to show you.
Yeah, Stu's just gone back to the van to get batteries, FYI, so I'll just step out of shot.
As you can see, I'll leave that to, you can see, some viewers may find the following footage distressing. So understand that. You can see the two officers. It looks like there's a blurred out just to the left of the officer. On the left, there's a little blurred out picture. So this may, I think that will more than likely be the perpetrator. So what we'll do is I'll play that for you all so you can see.
Fucking hell, they just shot.
Everybody else, get back! If you're not involved, move back! Get away! Somebody stay with casualties! Everybody else, he has a ball! Go away!
Literally shouted there. He has a bomb, go away. That's probably the best advice you can give someone, isn't it? But it seemed there he was down. That's from The Guardian, that little clip. That went up like 3 minutes ago. So you saw him literally outside. It looks like he was on the deck. And they turned all soon. That was it. I don't want to know the religious of these bombers who's responsible. We've got these atrocities in our religious places. Muslim dudes on the whole are peaceful. Why this? On a whole, no, I'd say it's 50-50. You know, the hardcore Islamists. But I mean, if Muslims are really that shocked by everything and think it's disgusting, they'd denounce Islam, wouldn't they? But they don't, so... They read about killing the Jews and then the Christians, so that's what they do. So, yeah, so, you know, I'd want to know the religious ideology of all and everyone. But not all Muslims are like this, obviously. Some are completely unaware of certain texts. You know, it's not every Christian knows every part of the Bible, so... It was the holiest day for Jews, and it was time for when they were in prayer, so it was a targeted attack for sure. Yep, 100%. Because of his beard. No, because of the colour of his skin, his beard, his whole demeanour. You could see, you basically see he's Muslim. White objects, I bet you, are nails and ball bearings. More than likely, because they want to do as much damage as possible, so... You know, it's a bit sort of like a pipe bomb type scenario. I thought that looks like any typical gym fella you see out and about. Yep, but Muslim. Definitely look Muslim to me. In my BDI. Controlled detonation to eliminate the bang strapped to him. It could be a fake bomb to cause fear in those who was attacking. Yeah, to hold them back, isn't it? I mean, you see that, you're like, whoa, hang on a minute. So yeah. We're talking an all-out kick-off to listen to anyone they deem against them or oppose. This country don't need it. No, it doesn't. No words. As for this, on UK soil, Labour got to get out. They've failed. They definitely failed the nation without the robot. Yeah, that's it. So they obviously have thingies. Hello, Jillykins. Welcome back. I saw you yesterday. Well, I saw you yesterday. You were in the chat yesterday. It's great to have you here. Pretty sure he was English name, he would have already been revealed to prevent an escalation of tension. definitely. I mean, you can see he looked Muslim. You can see that. Have I still got the photo? There he is, you can tell, like, "100% looks Muslim to me. Slightly browning skin, black beard."
He hasn't confirmed yet whether that noise we heard was a controlled explosion, but he said that one was planned.
There you go, did you hear that?
That's directly from the press officer.
One was planned, a planned detonation. She said she's not heard anything yet, but one was planned. So the BBC saying whatever they said, they're completely wrong, because this woman literally, that's why I jumped back quickly. She said detonation, and there is one planned. So who are English, they hold that detail away. No, it's the opposite. I'd say this little one, they're like straight out. Like, he's born in the UK, that again would be, yeah, but it doesn't matter whether they're born in the country or not. If they're in a Muslim family, they're indoctrinated literally from birth. It's just the way it's done. That's why they claim their numbers are going up, but they're not. It's just birth rate, that's it. People aren't converting to Islam at all. But if it was a British man called Stephen Smith, they'd be straight on it. They'd be saying, "This man here, believed to be Stephen Smith."
No, we can't confirm that. We can't confirm what we heard was that. The police officer, all he said to me was that a controlled explosion was planned. We haven't confirmed that what we heard was that. He won't confirm that yet.
Well, there you go. But if his name's like Mohammed, they wouldn't be so quick. They'd be like, quick when he's holding his back, because you know, people start protesting this and that and everything. But no, we're not allowed to say anything. You'd be Islamophobic. Religion of peace, ladies and gentlemen. And obviously it works out that it's not, if he's not done this in the name of Islam, one, I'll be surprised, and two, I'll take back what I said. They usually reveal the detail very quickly if they are white. Yes, it's what caused so much trouble with all that OTA stuff, like Rudy and Southport. Yep, that Cabana, that's what we said earlier, wasn't it? Definitely, 100%. The Jews seem to be persecuted everywhere. I know, jealousy, because Jesus was a Jew. They don't like it. Here we go.
Just confirming, about 10 minutes or so ago, we heard a bang here on the street in Crumspall.
Oh, 10 minutes ago. Ah, 10 minutes ago, apparently they heard a bang. I think that's their feed finished. We've got this one here still at the scene. So they're saying they heard a bang 10 minutes ago, but I didn't hear it myself. Or if they moved here from abroad, they would just say they live here, so they are English or from Manchester, etc., instead of where they came from. Yep. But even regardless of all that, they'd be like, he is a follower of Islam. That's what they need to say. I mean, but, you know. I don't know what well, most of the live feeds have a different angle.
Well, this is Yom Kippur, the holiest day of the Jewish calendar. Very South End please.
But the 2 units were there are gone, so it's not better if they actually do what I said earlier and just never reveal any information about the killer. Yeah, but it kicked off with that Ruby Cabana because they wanted to know and they were holding it back, and they demanded like to be told like all the information, but no. We all know where the problem lies. Yes, we do. Ex-PMA. See, lady, what happens when you underfund the police? Innocence. Yep. Propaganda gets unchecked. In no time we'll start killing each other. That's what they want. Divisive attitude, like Keir Starmer. He's like, oh, Tommy Robinson is divisive. What, with unite the kingdom? That sounds very divisive. Said no one ever. We just need people from all race and religions speak out against extremists, both when they are planning the attacks and when committing them. Yep, you think so. They need to. But like I say, I mean, in my eyes, it's just ban Islam. It's not a religion of peace. It's not a religion. They say, like, in their religion, they are a slave to God. Like, God don't want slaves. And he certainly don't want people killing people in his name. It's ridiculous. We just turn violent. I see this. The Islamic community as a legitimate call to jihad. Yep, probably is. That's why they're targeting the Jews. So I was just about to send you that. What? So I'm on the ball, mate. I'm keeping an eye on what's going on around the YouTube. I don't know who's live and where and what they're doing, but yeah, I mean, if you see anything, let me know. When they get called out, the community will see people are against it, instead of people remaining silent, making it seem like they are not against it. Lots of stabbings, bombings, RAPs, groomings and other random attacks are getting people riled up now. Yeah, because it's getting worse, but no one's doing anything about it. As soon as they say something, like, yeah, but it's a religion of peace, mate. They say, oh, they're, oh, all the sort of streams are ending. But they're shutting you up. That's why they invented the word Islamophobia. As soon as you say, oh, this is an Islamic attack, uh-oh, nope. They'll have none of that. Do you know what I mean? It's... But the more people open up and speak up, the better. But no, like I say, you're an Islamophobe. This from AP, Associated Press. Slightly different angle. They should have a separate body to vet and investigate into all Muslim affairs on UK soil. Get that out of hand now. Yeah, well, a lot of it comes from the mosques. That's where they start calling for jihad and getting people to do, you know, the ideology in their head, and they are 100% absolute loons. They are loonies. Oh look, they are loonies. That's a bit I was talking about earlier, but a bit longer. Ah, right, okay. They definitely are loonies. We have prevent, but like with Rudy, they knew and allowed it anyway. Yeah, and I mean, they took that long. Oh, is he back? They took that long getting it all out. People kicked off, end up with riots because they feel they've been kept in the dark, and that involved kids. I mean, You should have been open and transparent, but they like to use the word, oh, we're being open and transparent, oh, transparency. Well, they never are. The government are now complicit, allowing people they know have criminal records instead of vetting them, and things always get worse. Yeah, but don't forget, the illegal immigrants like to accidentally lose all their paperwork, so we don't know who they are, where they're from, until you talk to them. You don't know if they've got a criminal record, which probably a few of them have. And they claim this, that and everything else, get asylum, and then what happens then? Their ideology, like that one from Epping. He wants to go home because he didn't realise it'd be so strict here. So he obviously thought it was okay to...
Gallery, it's Katie, can you hear me?
assault girls. I mean, have a word. He just didn't like wanting to go home.
Stu's wanting to move a little closer to the cordon because cars keep driving in front of us. Can you just tell us when you're off our live shot so we can relocate?
So about relocating it? I'm with you, Wiz. That Islam has to leave the UK now. Don't know how they go about it, but Christian country and Islam do not mix. No. But I mean, Islamic countries don't allow Jews. They literally ethnic cleanse. But you're not allowed to say that because that's Islamophobia. But Israel has 2 million Muslims. Funny that. So it goes to show what the ideology of Islam is like. But there's still quite a few vehicles on the scene, don't you think? We're not only interested in the far right, just like there be no tangible threat. Yeah, look after people that follow Tommy Robinson. How dare you? Literally, they're not even there for trouble. That's what the far left do. But, crazy. How do we stop this? Well, what do we as a public got to do? We're not being heard. That's the problem. I mean, even when you had the big thing with Tommy Robinson on September the 13th, they just try and make out that everyone's a racist, a fascist, Islamophobe, you name it, misogynistic, everything. They don't want people to be heard. They don't want you to have a voice. And why they won't allow people to stand up and say, right, no to Islam. Oh no, Islamophobia, you're under arrest. It's ridiculous. Been missing the comments. Needed to switch to live chat. Yeah, on the top left. It's annoying, isn't it? It says top chat, you've got to change it to live chat on the top left of the chat box. Very annoying. It's YouTube, that is. There are different factions of Islam. Oh yeah, you're Sunni. Oh yeah, you got it, Sunni and all that, yeah. The problem is, because the Quran is so clear as the word of God, that there's so many different factions of Muslims that believe different things, but it's so clear, apparently. But you've got to read hadiths and even the Bible to understand the Quran, because it's so clear. But no, you're not allowed to say that either. Islamophobic.
Should I tell him to
So,
come back for a live shot?
they heard a bang, but the police have confirmed it was a controlled explosion, I think. Yeah, because that woman said 10 minutes ago. I was like, oh, I didn't hear it. Well, I heard like some sort of noise, but I didn't think that. Oh well. We really need to get them out of our homeland. They are incompatible Western way of life. Exactly. But they've got a bigger plan. I mean, the whole idea of being an asylum seeker, you go to the first land that is friendly, you start a new life. But no, they ignore all of that and end up in the UK. They go through Germany, through France, probably past Spain. They pass all these countries and get to the UK. Why? Sleeper cells? They're not silly, because I've even heard a asylum seeker clearly state that he came to this country because it is not an Islamic country. So basically he can come here and do his work and convert people to Islam. If he stopped in an Islamic country, he said, what's the point? They're already following Islam. So he could do more work here. So that's why they come here. Jews got a raw deal. Get a raw deal. Yeah, they do. And it all goes back because they turned Muhammad away many years ago. They're like, no, fake prophet, go away. And the only way to get back to them was start writing rubbish about hating Jews. Jesus was a Jew, so think about that. Netanyahu ain't making any better in that way, make the Jewish nation seem entitled and tyrannical. I disagree with that. That's, I think Netanyahu, I mean, the fact that they're messaging, leaflet drops, phoning people,
UK's
get
most
out,
trusted
do this,
buy
do
now,
that.
pay later provider is ClearPay. 3.5 million shoppers use.
Let's skip the advert.
Gallery Katie.
But
Hiya, Stu just needs to change batteries, he said. Is that okay?
he's done absolutely everything he possibly could to like not kill many. Bearing in mind you're talking 66,000 terrorist attacks, killing over a quarter of a million innocent people. So that's a bit of a strange one. But then you've got a war where he's actually kept it below, way below 100,000. And there's millions of people living in Gaza, etc. So there's no way it's a genocide. I think Netanyahu's done exactly what he had to do. And if we don't wipe out Hamas, they're coming back. And they literally said, we will try again. It says in the Quran, your day will come when you kill the Jews. So I'm trying to see if, talking to other people so I don't put them on screen. We've got our voices to our MPs, but they're not listening. Doesn't matter how serious it is, they don't want to upset the Muslim community. My MP is one of them. Yeah. Julian Court, yeah. That's all starting off today, so we'll see what's going on, and I'll probably be reporting on that tomorrow. Your MP's losing, no hope yet. No, you're not going to win nothing there. They just call you Islamophobic and get you arrested, I expect. We need an investigation on our government to keep them in check. We shouldn't allow anyone who follows Islam, like Shabana Mahmood, into British politics, because they will push their Islamic agenda, but make out they're not. The desolate one. They should not be allowed at a time like this. They are simply a security risk. Yep. We can hear you, Katie. Is that who's talking in the background? Remember it's Scarface, Castro entered the prison in Cuba, so we've got Mr. Tony Montana. Yeah. And Christians along with atheists. This is about here deep in the job game. Yep. Fund terrorism and protect terrorism. We're going to get rid of this. Labour know 100%. They know the hustle. Yeah. But they got excuses not to do it. I call it Julia ain't going out without a political statement that she has power like that. She's going to get ruined in court because she's got to give her name, date of birth and everything. So they'll be like, well, you're not Madeleine McGanning. You're born in August. Madeleine McGanning was born on May the 12th, same day as me. Not literally the same day, same year, but at least I was born on the same day as Madeleine, do you know what I mean? The plan is to drain our resources, then bully us into compliance by breeding us into a minority. They have said so. Exactly. So a couple of updates here apparently, so we have a report that a man who lives on White House Avenue close to the synagogue said he saw two men in handcuffs being led away by police. The man who did not want to be identified said they've arrested two people on our road. He said he did not know the men or which house they were linked to. They've closed the road, and there's a police helicopter just over us, which we can hear in the background here. There were 6 or 7 police cars with armed police. He said White House Avenue is a no-through road and is usually very quiet. There's a little Little clip here so that the bomb disposal. Nice short clip there, but don't know what's happened to this stream. That's not me. There we go. That was not me, ladies and gents. It's saying a bomb disposal unit was sent to the scene after footage shared on social media appeared to show members of the public shouting to fire officers. The suspect had a bomb strapped to him. Where was I in the Tataruni? Do you think Tsar Putin will win in Ukraine? I hope not. My nan was Ukrainian. Over 90% of global terrorism is Islamic. Yeah, that's the problem. But you're not allowed to say that, mate. You're not allowed to say that. That's Islamophobia. How very dare you? Bill Moore. No Muslim MPs or in positions that put power over British good folk people. No, they shouldn't. It makes no sense to have people that have a different culture and ideology than a Christian country to be in any. It just makes no sense. Yep, I was born on the 12th of May, mind you, a few years before that, but you know, at least it's the same day, so I could claim. I'll have to start wearing my Julia is not Maddie t-shirt when I do reports on that, just to hit home the fact that we know she's a liar. Not just on Muslims, anyone who's not from or does not make the UK their priority should not be an MP. Exactly, because some people say, they should be applying for British citizenship after 5 years or 10 years, depending. And they say some don't want to because they'll have to give up their citizenship from their country where they come from, like say India or wherever it may be. And I thought, well, go back there then. If you're living here, but you don't want to be a full British citizen after 5 to 10 years because you don't want to give up, say, your Indian citizenship, go back to India. That's what they should say. Well, so you've been here 5 to 10 years. Oh yeah, but I don't want to give up my Indian citizenship, so I can't become a British citizen. Not a problem. Back to India you go. Otherwise, give it up and be a British citizen as you live here. It would make sense. So they should be told, like, you know, if you're not willing to give up whatever citizenship, then so be it. Nothing wrong with being British and Indian. Do you know what I mean? Is it, no, I'm still Indian, but I'm living in Britain. Well, no. Give up your citizenship. Have one. People like Starmer who value the EU above the UK, yeah, and the globalist, and Lammy and others don't put the country first, which is why things are just getting worse day by day. Yeah, and don't forget that Starmer, how out of touch is he with the country and the people? He could not be more out of touch if he tried. He doesn't listen to people. He's like, oh, nobody wants digital ID. Right, we'll do digital ID. What? Like, people can't afford their gas and electric. Right, we'll cut up the gas and electric. People feel they're paying too much tax, as is. Okay, we'll put the tax up. I mean, could Keir Starmer be any more backwards if he tried? It's pathetic. And that Rachel Reeves, I mean, they're the worst people in their positions in the history of this country. I mean, blimey, could it go any more wrong for him? But I don't get why, at this point, the King could actually make a name for himself here and say, look, I'm not being funny, we're dissolving the government because Labour is useless. And do it now. But they've been, oh no, the King's not allowed to get involved. The Conservatives were almost as bad as well. Yeah, none of them are innocent, mate, yeah. And also do away with DEI placing government while we're at it. Yeah, I don't get that at all. The DEI is terrible. That will cause a lot of trouble. I mean, What's the point of becoming the best in your field to be overseen because someone's got blue hair or the colour of their sexuality? I mean, it's dangerous. Yeah. Yeah, you can shove the DI. Trump had the right idea. Just get rid. If you're good, you're good. Doesn't matter if you're black, gay, Jewish. It doesn't matter. If you are the best in your field and the best for the job, you get the job. End of. But they said, was it barristers yesterday? They're saying about like they're taking on people mixed race and black, but not white people. So that's racist to white people in a white country. I mean, they're making the division. They're creating division. It's disgraceful. We just put out the game. He's just if you could like Julia. Yeah, damn right. Ron, he's got mullet and the peanut. The Shawnut would. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'll get a GoFundMe page and all sorts. Good service of this. So how very dare you terrorists. Yep, she's got issues on her flotilla at the moment, hasn't she? I think without the help from the West, Putin would have won years ago. Ukraine have stuck up, they've done well, they've done alright, but yeah, hopefully Trump can sort that as well. Weird that nothing gets sorted except it's got Trump involved. Speaking of those things, Mark, let people know factual truth. Yeah, truth. Truth should always trump anything else. That's why everyone's had enough of being called like racist and Islamophobic and that. You're like just throwing it out there now. I was born in Cuba. I was brought here at the age of 6. I'm now 47. Oh look, you're 2 years younger than me. Work, live in the UK, my home. I cast my British passport, tax, dodgy pints, dodgy kebabs. Yeah, all that. Cuba, how cool is that? I like Cuba. It's dangerous though, isn't it? But yeah.
Where is he down here?
But that's the way you roll, isn't it? You say, yeah, I was born in Cuba, but I'm now British. Happy days. No one will have an issue with that. I don't have an issue with anyone from anywhere in the world that say that. I'm from here, but now I'm British. I'm from there, now I'm British. Oh, I'm from this place, but I now see myself as British. You're like, well, happy days. You know, you're assimilating, you've got a job, you pay tax. Do you know what I mean? I'm British because I love black pudding. Now I ain't a full English until the black pudding and fried bread included. Oh, I'm not a black pudding fan, but fried bread definitely. Definitely fried bread. But Star's right, his next speech right now trying to explain why this event is a good thing for the UK. Yeah, probably. That really would surprise me. It's terrible. But seems like not much going on here, so we'll have to get on with the old news headlines that I've got. But we've been at the scene, oh, nearly an hour and a half, blimey. God, that flew by. Absolutely flew by. I've got a few news stories and whatnot. See if there's any updates. Greater Manchester Police have confirmed the suspect in the Manchester Synagogue attack is dead after being shot by armed officers. The Prime Minister will chair a meeting of the Emergency Cobra Committee in the next couple of hours. Bit late though, isn't it? I mean, where's all this intel coming from? Because obviously they failed on that. Apparently Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood is expected to join the meeting alongside Greater Manchester Mayor Andy Burnham and senior police officers. How would that work? Saying, look, we need to address this Islamic stuff. Shabana Mahmood is on tape saying absolutely nothing becomes before her religion of Islam. Nothing. That's her first and foremost concern ever. And she's going to be in there and people want to say stuff and she go, we can't say that because I'm here, and that's Islamophobic. So that'll actually hold back any proper discussion. The scale and severity of the attack this morning became apparent very quickly given the speed of the PM's decision to immediately return from the meeting of the European political community in Denmark's capital Copenhagen. I'm told Keir Starmer was briefed on events in Manchester and has since said he spoke to Burnham and to Mark Gardner of the Community Security Trust, which works to protect the Jewish community. Well, they need protecting, don't they? Oh, what's just come in? Greater Manchester Police said in a statement, we can confirm 3 people have died, including the offender, who was shot by the Greater Manchester Police firearms officers. The statement said, in a response to today's major incident in Crumspall, a loud noise was heard at the scene. As specialist resources gained entry to the suspect's vehicle as a precaution. There is no risk to the public. And ongoing activity in relation to this major incident can be expected as we continue our inquiries. That's all it's going to be now, isn't it? They're doing their the crime scene analysis, etc. People are urged to avoid the area and speak to our officers if they have any concerns. We have officers deployed across key cities in the local area. We can confirm 3 people have died, including the offender who was shot by firearm officers. If you are worried about family or friends who may be involved in today's incident, at the Heaton Park Hebrew Congregation Synagogue, you can call the Casualty Bureau on 0800 056 0154 or complete the online form, which is available on theguardian.com. So there we go. That's all the latest that we have thus far. Well, that'll lead us on to the story. I don't know if you heard, but you're looking at 20 new terror charges over the mass protest in support of Palestine action. So yeah, we shall now move away from there we go. Got to find which one to do there. But yeah, so that's all the Manchester stuff up thus far. Let's catch up with the old messages. Who's in the messages? Who's saying what? Who's saying the sausages? Release the sausages. Cuba, very hectic out there. Most things, Haiti and Jamaica are most dangerous. Yes. Yep, Cuba be top. The cartels and mafia feared the Cuban underworld. Ooh. I know. Oh. Men like to think they're hard, but I'll tell you what, they go and live there. I don't mind people having dual citizenship. I just don't think they should be in government positions because you can't serve 2 masters. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so yeah, if you're allowed to have dual citizenship, then yeah, you know, as a Briton and as an Indian, but obviously you've got to be able to speak English and have a certain, you know, willing to assimilate and this and that. Yeah, I don't have an issue with that. I mean, having both is not a bad thing. It's just when they're in Britain but they refuse it because they don't want to give up their Indian citizenship or their Afghani citizenship. You think, well, you need to. It's only fair, isn't it? But yeah, right. What else going on in the chat, Mark? If you are just a resident UK and you stay here 5 years, you get indefinite leave to remain. Excuse me. If you get nationality, that's also fine. Yes, that's what they're looking at, aren't they? Indefinite leave to remain, which is thingy. And Monra, Cozy has a live stream. Yeah, he's back. Yeah, I was looking at that, but it is looking that it's all said and done in the world of Manchester for now. I will keep an eye on any updates, etc. But want to be in a position of power in this country and make decisions that will affect thousands, if not millions, and you have to pick a nationality. Yes. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's where the dual citizenship should be a sole British citizenship, should you wish to be an MP or something. Maybe in those circumstances, you've got to be willing to say, right, no more to say you're Indian in any shape or form. You are now a British citizen, and that's what you apply for. Then you could be an MP. That would make sense. Yeah, Cossy's back. I'm doing a petition for all UK women 18 up to have pepper spray and tasers. It's not safe. Yeah, women should do and all. But that'd be you'd be charged for having an offensive weapon, even if it saved your life, because I think that happened before to someone, didn't it? Stein will probably somehow get the far right into his speech. Oh yeah, probably civil unrest, or that the Jews were praying aggressively or something. Yeah, yeah, probably. Yeah, yeah. So the Jew was praying. They didn't like the way he was doing it. It looked like it was combative. And telescope battens to that list as well. Yeah, same as the police. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on. The RAPE. Yeah, 5-year-old is excused. She walked into his home and he was helping her pull her shorts up from the toilet crying. Oh, God. That's just awful. And then dude didn't know talking to a 14-year-old was illegal. 24-year-old from Midlands. 14-year-old girl who met on Snapchat. Yeah, and I've done, is it yesterday, the 31-year-old from Q8 grooming a 14-year-old. And his claim was that he didn't know it was illegal. Terrible. 20 more people are being charged, and rightly so, with a terrorist offence over allegedly offering support to banned group Palestine Action, Scotland Yard said. Like, what is it about? It's prescribed terrorist organisation, and now everyone wants to come out and go, oh, look at us, you can't stop us, Palestine Action, yeah. And they have signs that say, stop the genocide. There's no genocide. We oppose genocide, but they're supporting Palestine, who voted in, or the Palestinians, I should say, who voted in Hamas, who tried to genocide the Jews, but they're anti-genocide. What? Uh-oh. That's how deluded they are, ladies and gents. Absolutely weird. A total of 134 people have now been charged with criminal offences in the wake of a series of public demonstrations in central London over the government's decision to proscribe the organisation. Any excuse to protest, innit? Pull them. Oh, I read that one, didn't I? 14 child, yeah, 16, isn't it, in the UK? Even 16, it should be 18. 18, end of. Free beer for all, yeah, why not? That's a good name, isn't it? OK Eben. That sounds a bit like you're saying something from a Michael Jackson song. OK Eben. Eben, are you okay? Are you okay, Eben? You can see why I didn't choose singing as a career. There are dangerous factions here. The UK goes unchecked, whereas MI5, where other domestic intelligence agencies, yeah, they seem to fail on every. We've got MI5, MI6. The only time we hear about them is something bad. You think it'd be quite easy to infiltrate Palestine Action. Thinks it's real. As long as it ain't fake. Keep it real. When I did jury service, once I had to deal with a case of self-defence. 2 people tried to steal a laptop off somebody at a pub. He hit one of them twice and got prosecuted. That's self-defence. I'll be like, whatever. I was thought 21 age of consent. Yeah, well, that's like the age of drinking, etc. in America now, but 18 you could suppose. But I mean, if they said 21, it wouldn't bother me. I'd be like, yeah, all right, go 21. I mean, I'm either, but for me, it should be 18, the legal age, because you know, but like you say, 18, then you think 21, you don't need to be having sex when you're that age. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it depends what way you look at it. But yeah, I 21, I could go with that. 10 minutes ago, Great Manchester Police said we can confirm 3 people have died, including the offender who was shot by Jimmy Mark. Yep, that's the bit I read out, geez. That's the one. So yeah, 3 people, and that's including the offender. So sadly, the offender has actually killed 2 people. That's blooming awful. Apparently, self-defence in the UK is only 1 blow because he got counter-prosecuted. He came to an agreement to drop his case. That's awful. as he could only keep his job if he had a clean record. Well, so they put him over the. That's. Do you know what I mean? Okay is my first name. No kidding. No way. How cool is that? Okay. Okay, I believe you. Okay, I believe you. That's like saying, okay, Mark, I believe you. Okay, I believe you. That's like, I suppose when you were born then, your mum and dad just looked and went, okay. That's it. That's a well cool name. It's nearly that. I suppose it could be better than the Wizard because the Wizard's not my real name, is it? So you beat me. Okay, is a real name. That's so cool. You wouldn't forget that name either. So that's. Haha. That shut me up. That's such a. I've never heard of that as a name. That's like I took a step back as if like, oh really? That's cool. You're probably at home laughing, going, no, it's not. No, it is. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. But yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. They don't speak of the sexual relationships that's happened in our schools. STDs are rife. I know. They go through back doors to stop pregnancy. Shocking. My missus is a teacher and fills me in. Yeah. We had someone. I remember when we were at school. One of the girls was 15, 14, 15, and she was pregnant at school. I was just like, what? Yeah. Obviously, everyone took the mick out of her and everything, which they shouldn't have done. But I mean, there's like this massive fascination of everyone wants to grow up super quickly. Like you're 14, you're like, yeah, but I'm the equivalent of 21. Like, just be a kid. Enjoy being a kid. Enjoy being young. Be single. Be free. No sex. Nothing. There's nothing. Do you know what I mean? And get your first job and enjoy it. Meet people. Go out. Travel the world. Whatever. I'm sure that'll be okay. Okay. Okay, Evan. Okay then. Yeah. But that's like okay, Eddie, innit? Okay, Evan. Evan, are you okay? I'd have that as my theme tune if that was my name and I had a channel. Not that Michael Jackson would allow me. He'd probably slap me. So can't use that. Geese. Copyright. Oh. I said to Mrs. No child should be engaged in such behaviour. Should be expelled and given guidance, counselling. Yeah, exactly. Big old grin from OK. I'm good at my job. Hi everyone. Electro Doc 1968 sorted out his issues with internet. I bet he got withdrawals. Like being in Afghanistan, they've actually switched it off because they know the internet is killing Islam, so Afghans switched it off. That's the Taliban for you. Speak those wise words. Indeed. The words. I have words of wisdom as a wizard. Welcome. I don't know why I've done that. Talking in a funny old voice. That'll get people switching off. Let alone switching on. I think the government need to think things through more for adult age. Yeah, sex, voting, 16, smoking, drinking, work at 18, but your brain doesn't form till you're 25 in the case of a prosecution. Yeah, I mean, your body does what it does till the age of 25, so, I mean, even when you think about, like, drinking at 18, you think, but kids end up drinking alcohol, probably the best time when they're 13, 14, 15, or God knows what, do you know what I mean? Like, oh. It's crazy, but yeah, it does need to be sorted out. Evan is my last name, real. I did assume that, but either way, that's cool though. Okay, Evan. Evan. I wonder where that comes from, Evan. That's quite a cool surname. You could actually have that as a first name as well, innit? You could be Evan OK or OK Evan, either. How cool's that for a name? Smooth Criminal, yeah, that's what I was thinking of. My old Nokia Razor polytonic ringtone. Hell yeah. Smooth Criminal. Eddie, okay? Are you okay, Eddie? I'll get down for copyright just for singing that. Do you know what I mean? Right, read that bit, didn't I? I'm getting all confused. You put me up in chat. You're making me chuckle. They've got cool names. Anyone else out there listening with a cool name, get in the chat. I want to see it. The government took the controversial step in July after Palestine Action, being a prescribed terrorist organisation that is, activists had infiltrated the headquarters of an Israeli arms supplier as well as an RAF base. Yeah, how much damage was that? Trials over allegations of criminal damage, assault and aggravated burglary are pending. In response to proscription, protests sprung up in which hundreds of people at a time held up signs and wore badges and t-shirts which declared, "I oppose genocide, I support Palestine Action." How weird is that? Palestine literally represents the genocide of the Jews and they want to say they oppose genocide. Come on now. Make it make sense, people. Palestine Action previously said, "It is a group committed to direct action to try to convince the British government to halt the sale of arms to Israel during the ongoing offensive." No, you do not stop the sale of arms to Israel and try and give the Islamic terrorism the upper hand. No. Look at them. How backwards are these people? "I oppose genocide, but I support Palestine Action because the Palestinians voted in Hamas who want to genocide the Jews." Yep, all right then. Well done. Well done. They got IQs below 20, all of them. Proscription by the government labels an organisation as a terrorist group and makes it a criminal offence to offer support for it. I can't see why they just didn't arrest every single person there. That would shut them up. Don't matter how many, just whack them all in there and get them all into a big old, like, I don't know, caged in field or something. Get every single one charged there and then. And that way, that's it. What would you do when you go to work or want to go on holiday and that? Oh, you actually support a terrorist group. Do that. That'd be better than any sentence because it's permanent on your record. You support terrorist organisation. You are a threat to the freedom of everything in life because you support terrorism. Put that on their record. And if you've got that hanging over your head, it's going to be a nightmare getting a job. Or going on holiday. I want to go to America. You support terrorist group. Not happening. Done. See? Better than any jail sentence. So every single one of them, just get it put on their record. Boom. Terrorist. In a statement on Wednesday, the Met said the force's counter-terrorism command leader the response to the protest. The latest group of 20 people to be charged were all previously arrested in the capital on Saturday the 9th of August. God, they don't rush, do they? There we are on like the 2nd day of October. The charges were authorised against them by the Crown Prosecution Service, and all 20 people have been notified of these via postal charge requisition. Good. They are due to appear at Westminster Magistrate Court on November the 24th. The defendants who have been charged with an offence under Section 13 of the Terrorism Act are Richard Bird, 65, Illinois Cook, 54, Samrat Abdirahman, 46, Steve Foster, and you can see them all on screen. I'm not going to read all of them. But it's good, like, get the names out there, make sure their employers know. Commander Don McMurphy, head of the Met's Counter-Terrorism Command, said, "For those people now charged, if convicted, they are facing potentially serious consequences that could impact on their careers and their ability to travel overseas." Good. That would be marvellous. That's all I have to say about that. Don't need to go on, but it would be good. But guess what? They don't give up because guess what? They want to do Saturday. Once again, because they're that backwards. Yep. They actually, full on, mass protest to defy Palestine Action ban set for London this weekend. Terrible. Where are we? Oh, you're from Turkey? That's a, is it the whole of Turkey? That's under Islamic rule, is it not? Or am I misunderstanding? Don't want to say something that's wrong, but I thought Turkey was now, I don't know. Be careful what I say in case I get it wrong. Don't want to offend people. We can confirm to Guinness the most people drinking a single bottle of MD 2020. Oh my God, yeah. Do you remember that? The 2020, I used to drink that. Her news is saying it's a German bloke. Yeah, just like the Welsh choir boy in Southport. Oh, so what? They're saying the bloke in the Manchester attack was German. One, what's he doing in England? And two, I bet it's still in the name of Islam, isn't it? Without a doubt. It's worrying that Iran been silent for a while. For a nuclear strike may happen. I do believe they've obtained it from a Western enemy, probably North Korea, or knowledge to build. Yeah, well, Iran, like I said a couple of live streams ago, I even said Iran have put out the word to basically do whatever you want to do to the UK and that, attack all Jews and Christians, Europe, UK, everything. They actually put the word out. It's ridiculous. Welcome, Business Australia. Hope you're well. Danny Thomas, the unedited YT short of the Manchester attack. Oh, does he? You're on top chat. Top chat. What's that? The top left? Top chat. Top chat, top chat. My parents, but I am not anymore Turkish. It sucks. The Islamic countries. From Germany with love. Oh, from Germany. Oh, Apostate Prophet went to Germany, I believe. Oh. It sucks, the Islamic countries. At least you're honest. Yeah, like a bit of freedom, innit? I mean, you got a face and hair and everything else, so you want to show it and just live the dream. At least you're... Oh, I'm not in top chat. You're in the past again. Catch up. Look, the OK symbol from OK. That's going to be awkward, don't you think? But at least, like, being in Germany, I've been to Germany a couple of times for a football team and all that. But I like Germany. It was, God, blimey, it was so clean everywhere. You didn't see one bit of rubbish. It was really nice. But yeah, at least you can be who you want to be in Germany. Fair play to you. That's what you want, isn't it? Freedom to be, freedom to become. You never know. You could do something that ends up changing the world because you have freedom. But yeah, this weekend, what do you reckon, London? I'll have to look. I'm not supposed to be doing any live streaming or anything on Saturday. And ever since I started that by having Saturday as a day off, guess what? I've been streaming on a Saturday. But if there's people there in London with this Palestine action, I'll probably be streaming that. So yeah. But it's saying more than 1,500 people so far have pledged to take part in a central London demonstration in support of banned group Palestine Action. 1,500 people? Tommy Robinson got millions, mate. The event, set for Trafalgar Square on Saturday, aims to be the biggest ever mass action yet, defying the ban on Palestine Action. Oh my. Organisers, Defend Our Juries say. Well, you need to go and arrest Defend Our Juries if they're the organisers for a start. It's not rocket science. I mean, what is their thing? Like, it's a prescribed terrorist organisation, so they want to go out and cheer for it. I mean, why are people cheering for Islamic terrorism? Why? I mean, is that how sad people have become? How lost they are? How confused? I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. Hundreds of people are set to risk arrest at the protest as they showed support for Palestine Action, which has been banned by the government as a terrorist organisation. The organisers claim that officers were tied up for hours in dealing with protests earlier this week at the Labour Party conference and warned if they can't enforce a ban on their own doorstep, how do they expect to stop the biggest act of mass civil disobedience in Trafalgar Square this weekend? A spokesman said it's nothing short of a scandal that thousands of people are being arrested, from vicars and priests to students and retired healthcare workers, as our fundamental rights to free speech and protest have been stripped away, not to keep us safe but to protect weapon manufacturers' interests and enable Israel to continue slaughter Palestinian people. Well, that's a complete and utter lie. Palestinian people are being told, go, get out. We're coming in to do whatever, and Hamas say no. Palestinians, you stay there. We want to hide behind you. This is how deluded they are. Like, protect weapon manufacturers. I mean, What do you think bloomin' Hamas are using? Weapons. So, Israel needs weapons. Right, okay, yep, there we go then. But, stupid. Absolutely stupid. But yeah, that's basically Plato for this Saturday. No point reading on and all that and bore you to death. But yeah, that is how stupid they are. So they want to be against violence and genocide and that, but they want Hamas to have all the weapons and Israel not, knowing full well then what happens? Oh yeah, they're going to genocide the Jews. Whatever next. You know, they said that like this bloke like could possibly be German. Funny enough, Oktoberfest, the German festival, was shut down after a fatal explosion. Got a video here. I wonder if that after the old adverts. I don't know what it's going to show or anything, but yeah, Oktoberfest. That's huge, absolutely huge. Also, I can't speak German, so I don't know what that's saying at the bottom. We'll wait for OK Evan to translate. But no matter what country you're in, you start letting in like the Islam ideology. Look what happens. Look at Sweden. It's always at 0, but now it's like the biggest for terrorism attacks. That can't have been that hot. Look, the snow didn't melt. Oh yeah, it snowed since. I was being facetious. But yeah, it's all kicked off at the Oktoberfest. Munich. The October Beer Festival in Munich was closed on Wednesday, yesterday, after police said they found explosives in a residential building in the city that caught fire and killed at least one person. Special forces were investigating an area in the north of Munich earlier in the day, where the Bild newspaper and multiple other reports said shots and explosions had been heard. You can't even go to an October Beer Festival. This is crazy. City officials said there had been a bomb threat issued by the suspected perpetrator of the explosion earlier on Wednesday. Munich police said the explosion was part of a domestic dispute and that the residential building had been deliberately set on fire. That's some domestic dispute. Authorities found explosive traps in a house and had to call in special forces to defuse them. Munich police said on X, formerly Twitter. Well, that's crazy. Explosive traps. That's a bit sneaky. Investigators found hand grenades and tripwires. What do you mean, domestic dispute? If you had an argument with your missus and thought, right, I better set explosive traps everywhere. An unidentified person was found seriously injured near the scene of the fire at Canoe Lake. Police later reported that they had died and that another person was missing. It was not immediately clear whether the deceased person was the suspected perpetrator or someone else. One resident told the news agency, I woke up around 5 o'clock because there were a few bangs. I got up, looked, and there was a fire. Numerous emergency personnel were on site on Wednesday morning. A middle school around a kilometre from the scene was closed and traffic was diverted from the area. Wow. The motive is unclear. Police also said to be investigating posts apparently published online claiming responsibility for attacks on luxury cars in northern Munich, local media reports. Security services, told Welt that doubts remain as to the authenticity of the post. The city of Munich announced there was a corresponding letter from the perpetrator without further details. Munich Mayor Dieter Rieter, how calls that for a name, Dieter Rieter, said the closure of the festival followed a perpetrator threatening the Oktoberfest. The police will do everything to have the entire Wiesen searched by 5 p.m. this afternoon, if possible, to ensure safety. If that's not the case, I'll get in touch again, and then the Wizen won't open at all today. Wow, that's crazy. A loudspeaker blared a warning to festival goers arriving earlier this morning, citing a bomb threat. Police searched the Oktoberfest fairgrounds for other explosive devices and asked workers to leave the area. The entire area was evacuated around 9:45 in the morning. Some went to local beer gardens in the area, hoping they would be able to return to the festival later. People were searching tents set up near the entrance this morning, but found nothing, so that's all a good sign. Police confirmed just after 7 a.m. How early? Wednesday morning, authorities were initially responding to an incident due to a burning residential building. They were called to the scene at 4:40 a.m. after hearing explosions and gunshots. Loud banging noises were heard. Police reported an injured person was found who they said might be connected to the incident. A van was burnt out nearby. Initial images from the scene showed several burned cars in the street after the fire. Blimey heck. They assured the public the missing person posed no threat. This festival began on the 20th September and ends on the 5th of October. It's still got another 3 days to go. Oktoberfest is the world's largest beer festival and usually attracts up to 6 million. 6 million possessed, yep. I don't think you got the first part of my choir boy message. The first part was message isn't coming into your feed. Let me go on I should go on here and see do what you do. I have to go to live chat or top chat. Oh no, nothing there. No, I'm not missing anything. I'm not missing anything. You can post links and all. Well, you can do everything, can't you, as a moderator? So that's strange. Type it again. It's being crazy. It's being crazy. But yeah, that Oktoberfest is ridiculous. Don't matter what it is that people are trying to ruin everything. But a Syrian asylum seeker has been jailed. I don't know if you heard about that. Syrian asylum seeker jailed for 9 years. 9 years. After a knife attack. Let me know if you heard about that one. Seems to be a lot of crime. Like even when I'm reporting on like news bits here, there, and everywhere. Have you noticed a lot of what I'm saying is like an illegal immigrant, or they're saying that they're at an asylum seeker hotel, or they are an asylum seeker. They actually say it. It's absolutely crazy. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I don't know why I said it like that, but. Let's see if there's anything going on with the old synagogue. I haven't seen anything, any update. Not seen anything different or. Trying to see if there's any better close-up info or. They've still got cameras on the roads watching, etc., but there doesn't seem to be. No, it's not really. much going on at all, like in the world of. We've got a few of the old Yom Kippur services going on now. But yeah, it's nothing new from what I can see. I mean, the footage is what we like from the same sort of direction that we had earlier. Right here, as you can see, look, that's basically what's going on there. This is live. But
She's got a little boy who's age 7, who's had attention with dinosaurs. So he's got ADHD. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, we'll find it. Yeah, they sent him home. Yeah, sent him home because it's literally right next door. So, but he said, "Do you know what? We won't have to play out, but the young ones." I can hear.
this is literally live.
You're right there.
Trying to look around, see if anything's going on. Let's just give it 5 or so minutes here and see if anything's said. I don't know if you can hear any people in the background and that. There's police still walking around, fire engines, etc. So let's give it a few minutes and see if they say anything or whatever's going on. So make sure you got it in your ear holes. Make yourself a nice brew or something.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, Jim and Porter have also killed one camera. Whoever fixed off a wide shot over there somewhere, probably doing a whole scene thing, but other than that, that's it. Yeah. Just time it. I think we can clear out.
Yeah, we'll be with you in a moment.
We can clear out straight away. I'm hoping there'll be an end sort of wrap up montage we can get out of the way earlier, but who knows. It's ever evolving as always.
Now we're in the way.
James, nice to meet you.
Are you here?
Yeah, we're going live.
We did.
Okay.
We did. God,
Yeah, us too.
Ages ago now.
Let's just go back.
Over here.
To the left of Ben there. What time what point you...
Do I come around to you like that?
When you bring Danny in, how soon?
I don't know, because there might be this press conference.
Okay.
So, a bit fluid, but I'll just step around, shall I?
Yeah.
And he steps in, is that right?
Yeah, so I would like to mic you separately.
Well,
I don't want to put a radio mic on because it's not going to work here.
Well, that didn't go as planned, did it? Try and make myself a brew. Do a runner. And the stream ends. But yeah. Press conference 3:15. What for the Manchester thing? Is it 3:15? Every time I look for something, it blooming ends. I'll open up a couple of windows on YouTube, see what's going on. But yeah, if you know of anyone. We'll have a good old kite and see. Also, I don't want to jump on any feed that major news place because you're not there, like. Oh, that's what I well, here the microphones are just there, aren't they? That's literally like the microphones there. So they're going to be doing something shortly. What is it now? 3:08. So yeah, I had to get a new brew, and wifey bought me a scratch card for £1, and I won £1. What can I say? Yeah, she's been shopping this morning. But yeah, if that's the case, we would be. We'll still be online for that. But yeah, I've not heard anything other than what we've read about, so hopefully we're not going to be hearing about any more bloomin' deaths. I can hear ya. Yep. So this is basically ready for the press conference, I take it. No, I haven't. I got it all written down as well. I end up like taking ages doing uploading shorts and all that. I've decided to stop loading up on TikTok. They're pathetic. I have a video that does well on YouTube and they ban it on there. You're like, what? Yeah, it's pathetic. I'm not loading up every video twice just for TikTok to be shadow banning all them. I've already got YouTube shadow banning other content that I do. Do you know what I mean? Oh, you nipped off to the loo, did you? Yeah, me too. And a copy. A re-upload. Re-upload? A refill. But but not seeing much else going on. So I can't really show footage from that's going through Sky News. They'll copyright me for that, won't they? And CNN. But Let's have a look at this. This is the
You've killed him. Fucking hell, dude. Everybody else, get back! If you're not involved, move back! Get away! Somebody stay in casualties! Everybody else, he has a ball! Go away! He's got a bomb on him! He's got a bomb on him! Mate, he's got a bomb! Man, he's got a bomb on him!
Blimey heck. Literally got a bomb on him. Blimey, I bet that's the moment when he's just suddenly thinking, oh my god, your life flashed before your eyes, because shoot him, he's laying there, but if he's got a detonator, that's it, just flick it, wouldn't he? He's got nothing to lose, he's been shot, he's probably thinking, oh, I'm dying, boom. But yeah, I don't know what's going on in the world of this press conference, should be in a couple of minutes. There is like videos of even when Keir Starmer's been interviewed, but I don't like Keir, so I don't want to show anything to do with him. I don't care what he's saying, or even how he's saying it. But it seems like most of the lives that I could sort of watch are gone, because yeah, I can't be doing anything with big channels, you're not there, like they're straight on the old copyright. But there's not really anyone else that's doing anything, to be honest. Can't find any footage anywhere from something that's not a major channel. All the shorts and that are appearing up now, and little clips here and there and everywhere, but actual live footage from the scene seems to be a bit like hen's teeth. Can't find any anywhere. Yeah, looks like it's all ended. Or major channels can't really be looking at their stuff, so maybe we'll just wait for the wait for the old update. Some messages. Oh, where were YouTube? Let's have a look on. I'll go to my actual channel. I pressed the wrong button now. How silly I am. Oh, I've flicked from top chat to live chat. There's still nothing there, mate. Maybe it's a certain word in there that YouTube doesn't like. Probably being a bit of an idiot, isn't it? But yeah, yeah, I do fair use in that. But I've had it before, like do something, and then they say no, you got to edit that bit out, or we demonetize your video, or you can keep it monetized but we take all the money. What? As soon as they say like, oh, you can keep it monetized because we'll have all the money, I'm like, no you won't, so I'll either delete the video or delete the bit in it. That's it. I ain't having none of it. I'm like, nope, not happening. I had it yesterday for a video that went up 8 days ago. So I was like, nope, not happening. So I removed the actual bit of so-called copyrighted. It's only about like 40 seconds of a street fight in London where a bloke's got a knife and a woman's recording in a car. And it's like news flare or something.
It's called Connect Team, and it's insane. I don't do schedules or timesheets manually anymore.
Is something going to happen? Nope. I thought something was going to happen then. Yeah, and I was like, really, it's been up like 7-8 days. It's just like about 40 seconds, if that. But it's everywhere on Twitter. Everybody was sharing it. But no, as soon as I put it up, that's pathetic. It's like my Alien video, 60,000 views, been up for 8 months, and then he copyrighted it. Like, whoopee. The video maybe about 50 quid, mate. But like, if you're that fussed, send you the 50 quid. But many things were saying it was cool, so I unfollowed and everything. Don't want nothing to do with that channel. Absolute muppet, mate. So pathetic. The views I get, like even the video where they said about this London fight, it's only had about 250 views. It's not like, you know, they're missing out on millions. Do you know what I mean? It's pathetic. Being that my channel, as well as videos and shorts, being shadow banned by YouTube, then I'm not going to have brilliant ones. Now and again, one gets through the thing, and happy days. But yeah, I mean, what are they going to do about my 30p to 80p a day and ad revenue? Like, really? My channel's not worth it, mate. Blimey heck. But yeah. Oh, here we go. Here's someone. Turn your volume up.
Good afternoon. I'm Lawrence Taylor. I'm the head of counter-terrorism policing in the UK. This morning, an appalling attack took place in Crumspall in Manchester. 2 people have died. The attacker has been shot dead by the police. We believe we know their identity, but for safety reasons at the scene, we're unable to confirm at this stage. 3 other members of the public are in a serious condition. We have also made 2 further arrests. And based on what we know, counter-terrorism policing has declared this as a terrorist incident. Our specialist teams are now leading the investigation into what happened at Heaton Park Hebrew Congregation Synagogue and working closely with Greater Manchester Police. As we do this, those who have been killed and injured are at the forefront of our minds, as are their families, friends, and all of those who love them. An attack on our Jewish community today on Yom Kippur is devastating. Communities across the UK would normally be marking this holy day are now grieving and worried about their safety. And I want to be clear, UK policing is mobilising, and it's mobilising fast. Police forces are stepping up patrols across the country at synagogues and Jewish sites, and more widely to provide reassurance to all those communities who have been affected by this incident. At Counter-Terrorism Police, we're deploying all of our capabilities in response to what has happened. And we have resources from across our network involved. We will ensure every piece of intelligence and line of inquiry is interrogated. We're working closely with the security services to ensure we have a full intelligence picture in the coming days and weeks. Following events in Crumspall today, I'd also like to ask the public to remain vigilant. Please report anything that doesn't feel right to the police and be alert to what is happening in your own communities. Thank you.
Well, that was short and sweet. I assume someone else is going to come out and speak. No? Is that it? Was that literally it? I actually thought there was going to be more to it than that. That's absolutely crazy. Well, there you go then. Don't actually understand the point of that. That was... Are you as gobsmacked as I? It blooming was, mate, wasn't it? What was that? Yeah, I know what you're saying, mate. I called police once. Like, 4 blokes were beating this geezer up, and police didn't even turn up. Bloke got absolutely pasted. But, well, waited all that time for that, and then nothing. So that was a bit, random. Well, there we go. It is what it is, I suppose. Anyway, right. Where was I? Crazy. I was thinking that would have been a worthwhile type press conference, but I didn't realise that blokes could walk out with a folder, talk for 1 minute, and disappear. That seemed absolutely pointless to me. Absolutely pointless. But imagine if I'd report the whole of that liable conference to the police. As soon as Mahmood came on, I'd be carted off and Islamophobe charged. Yeah, you would be and all, mate. You know that the Islamophobia word is invented to literally shut you up and everyone. Do not talk about Islam. You've got to protect it because so many people are becoming apostates. They don't like it. So hence why Afghanistan's turn off their internet. Internet will be the death of Islam, which is good. Good in my book. But look, another asylum seeker jailed for knife attacks. A Syrian asylum seeker has been jailed for 9 years after stabbing 2 people while on the run from the police. Abdul Rahman Al-Hamid, 21, chased a man through Bournemouth town centre before stabbing him multiple times in broad daylight. He then stabbed a shop worker in Cardiff 5 months later, leaving him with serious injuries to the abdomen. This is the mentality of it, but we're not allowed to say anything. Al-Ahmed was charged with wounding with intent and assault, occasioning actual bodily harm. Hang on, what? He's stabbing people. It's attempted murder, is it not? Affray, possession of a bladed article and possession with intent to supply Class A drugs. He could be deported as he has been given more than 1 year in custody, the threshold for being automatically removed from the country. It's going wrong because you're coming out with things like occasioning actual bodily harm, ABH. It's attempted murder. He stabbed the bloke in the stomach. How is that not attempted murder? Have I missed something? Judge Paul Hobson called the man a danger and handed out an extended sentence to protect the public. Well, try charging him with the right offence for a start. Murder. Attempted murder. He said, you have had a very troubled start in your life. Your experiences in Syria were traumatic. I have sympathy with that, but also have to have regard for the safety of the public. You can't. That's what their excuses are, isn't it? Oh, it was like that when I was there. Al-Ahmed travelled from Cardiff to Bournemouth in July 2023, where he was involved in a fight over a watch with another man. Aged 19 at the time, he and a group of friends chased the other man through the town centre before he stabbed him multiple times. You're telling me, like, the fact he stabbed him multiple times, it's not attempted murder. And then, in December 2023, Al-Ahmed tried to use a fake banknote at a shop in Cardiff and was asked to leave. He refused and was chased outside by a staff member wielding a baseball bat. The asylum seeker then called a group of men and returned to stab the shop worker, who told the court, they surrounded me like a pack of dogs. They left me to die on the roadside. I was terrified. Left him to die, but it's still not attempted murder. Al-Ahmed came to the UK after fleeing the war in Syria, which left him with PTSD, according to his defence attorney. Yeah, the PTSD's that bad, he goes out committing knife crimes, stabbing people. Well, surely you'd be scared of all and everything to do with anything war-related, any violence or nothing. But no, he's got a knife and he's stabbing people. There's no PTSD, is there? The psychiatric report said the Cardiff stabbing may have been influenced by his mental health issues, whereas the Bournemouth stabbing was threat-driven. It's absolute rubbish. Absolute rubbish. I've heard it all now. That's attempted murder in both counts. 2 counts of attempted murder. Don't care what anyone says. That's what I'm saying. It's ridiculous. But anyway, you know, a way of showing we've got an issue. Judge blasts migrants who exploited Britain's kindness to steal from UK citizens. Yep, actually steal. But it doesn't matter. A judge has blasted Algerian asylum seekers who claim they needed protection but repaid that by stealing from UK citizens when they became full-time criminals. Adam Zawi, 21, who was living in a taxpayer-funded 3-star hotel, joined Osama Fadaj, 35, and Udeji Abdurrauf, 29, in targeting office workers unwinding after a day's work in central London on July the 30th. The trio stole 2 rucksacks from the Walrus and the Carpenter pub and from Spanish wine bar El Vino, the Old Wine Shade. That's a mouthful. CCTV shows bispectacle Abdurrauf wearing a blue Adidas baseball cap, walking past the bar at the Walrus and Carpenter, spotting a rucksack on a seat and taking it. Zawi arrived in the UK on a small boat. Fadaj was smuggled in on a ship from Rotterdam, and Abdurrauf overstayed his tourist visa. Westminster Magistrates Court heard. Zawi was staying in a hotel in White City, West London at the time of the offences. The defendants appeared in the dock wearing grey prison tracksuits and confirmed their personal details with the help of an Arabic interpreter. So they can't even speak English and they don't want to. They just want to commit crimes. Fadaj and Zawi denied the charges but were convicted of 2 counts of theft after trial, while Abdurrauf admitted the offences earlier. Prosecutor Francis McCormick said this was a joint enterprise. All defendants are seen on CCTV. Mr. Abdurrauf picks up a bag on the first occasion and the other 2 help him remove it and walk away with him. She had more than £4,000 of items were stolen, including a £1,300 laptop, a £450 Air Plus 2 reader and £300 Sony headphones. Wow. After the first incident, Mr. Abdurrauf and Mr. Zawi were seen leaving the pub and were immediately detained by police. Mr. Fadaj saw police, ran and was detained nearby. In terms of the second theft, the victim said he was at the pub for work drinks and had £1,800 of items stolen, including a MacBook Pro. So there we go. That's the mentality of it all. No point reading all of it. We've been streaming long enough, haven't we? That's absolutely crazy, but yeah. Take it easy, Electrodoc. I'm just wrapping up, literally. It's all good, but yeah. But that's all shocking from the state of Manchester and everything, and oh, it's crazy. But anyway, what am I doing with my hair? But anyway, happy days. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Every little helps. And when am I live next? Friday. Tomorrow. It's 7 PM. And if you wish, you can come up and talk if you want. So happy days. So thank you for watching. But for now, ladies and gents, that is the Wizard's words.